welcome to Adelaide Hills Pilates. I'm Leanne. We will do our foam roller release today. Coming over onto your side, if you just prop yourself on your elbow and stack your legs and just roll out your band on the outside of the thigh between the hip and knee bone, the ITB. And if you just do that about 4 or 5 each way, if it is too intense to have the legs stacked, like that, place the top foot in front and that will take some intensity out. Just keep breathing through. The more you relax, the better the stretch you get. So we're moving now to roll out the quads, keeping the tummy lifted, rolling over the front of the thighs, just over the fleshy area, not rolling over any bones. Turn now to do the other side. Rolling, but just between the hip bone and knee bone. You may notice a difference from the first side to the second side. From here, come to sit in front of the roller, and if you just lean back, shoulder blades on top, head into your hands with your fingers interlaced, press into your feet to lift the hips up, and with the hips staying lifted, roll out your upper back over the shoulder blades, and just rolling to bottom rib, no lower. Just rolling out the fascia on the upper back. Again, about 4 or 5 each way. Come to sit on the ground, stay leaning back on the roller. Have the roller positioned so that it's just at the base of your shoulder blades, and as you inhale, gently extend back without overarching in your lower back, and exhale, bring yourself forward in a little chest lift. Inhale to extend back, exhale, lift the pelvic floor and draw the tummy back, so you use the lower abdominals to assist with your chest lift. So as you come up, chin to chest and curling up, breathe in, lengthen back and exhale, chest lift. You could pause on this one or keep going if you prefer not to, and pause here for 3 breaths. So as you exhale, the head can drop heavier, the elbows can open wider, so you're opening the chest. And then on your last exhale, again, engage the pelvic floor and tummy, chin to chest, and come all the way up. Bring the roller now behind the back of the legs. So once you've laid down, bridge up to place the back of the pelvis on top of the roller where the bony plate of the pelvis is. Hug in the right knee and extend the left leg so you can stretch your left hip. You could hold the back of the thigh or onto the front of the shin. Taking a breath in through the nose. As you exhale, keep your left leg lengthened, but allow it to drop and sink down towards the ground to feel the opening through the front of that left hip. You can also allow the right thigh to soften into the chest at the same time, using the exhale as your facilitator to assist your stretching. Letting gravity take that left leg to the ground. Switching over. Continue to focus on the breath. Feeling the breath as you draw it in through the nose, come deep into your belly. And as you exhale, you can allow the breath to come out over the lips. So you gently part the lips, which means it will in turn help relax your jaw, which helps relax your neck muscles. Again, this time the right leg is lengthened, but you're relaxing it to let it sink down towards the floor to help open the right hip. At the same time as you exhale, soften the left thigh to chest. From here, hands on the end of the roller, bring the legs into tabletop. So you have your thighs vertical and shins parallel to the floor. Draw the knees and ankles together and feel as you draw them together, there's the energy that comes up through your inner thighs. Keeping the shoulders grounded, take the legs to the right as you breathe in, letting the left hip lift, and then exhale, drop the pelvic floor, close the ribs to drag the pelvis back. Legs go to the left, right hip lifts, inhale, and then exhale, engage the core to turn to the centre. Breath in to the side, and then exhale, feel the lower abdominals, bring the legs back. Keep a connection between your knees and ankles so you feel like your two legs have become one. One more on each side, keeping both shoulders grounded and length through the back of your neck. This time when you come back into the centre, one foot come to the ground at a time, lift the hips and move the roller away. Let the knees come into the chest. Bring yourself up, and if you move the roller now so it runs lengthways, you can lay down on your roller. Once you've laid down on your roller, head at one end, bottom at the other, just make sure your head is not off the end of the roller. So feet are hips distance apart, taking a breath in. As on the exhale, engage the core. You can float your right arm up and back to your ear in an arm arc, and left leg to 90-90. Inhale to lower. Alternating now. Exhale, left arm up, right leg float. Inhale to lower. So feeling the leg being lifted from your lower abdominals, staying as still as you can on your roller, keeping the bottom rib in contact with the bottom, with your roller to avoid overarching in the back. One more at each side. You could add, as the hand and foot come down, switch. Pause now, moving into same arm and same leg. So exhale, left arm and left leg. Breathe in lower. And then right arm, right leg. So you are shifting the weight slightly over to the weight bearing side. But again, sustaining as much stillness as you can with your roller. One more on each side, keeping it smooth and controlled. Pause now when you are even on both sides, leaving both arms on the floor. Bring both legs one at a time to tabletop and join them together. You could leave the forearms down for more stability, less with the hands or even less with the fingertips, or you can take your right arm up. Taking an inhale, on the exhale, move the thighs forward and down, and inhale to return back up. Again, sustain the bottom rib on the roller to avoid overarching in the lower back. So 3 here, one more. Moving from the hip joint so the knee is not changing shape. Switch the arms. 3 more. Keeping the shoulder blades wrapping on the roller. Exhale, lift the pelvic floor, close the ribs and feel the control of your femur arc coming from your lower abdominals. From here, bring the arm down and bring one foot down at a time. And you could shift yourself to one side to come off the roller. Bring your knees into your chest again and just pause here. Allow one foot at a time to come onto the mat and just see how it feels after you've come off of the roller. Moving on to your side, you can bring the roller as an option across the bottom of the mat and bring your ankles on top with your top foot in front. Coming onto your elbow to come to a side plank, take your top arm away, breathe in, and then exhale using the underneath ribs and lifting the underneath waist. Taking the top foot and stacking it on the bottom one into star. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down, and then just changing to the other side. So if you're choosing to do the side lift without the roller, you could just have your feet on the mat. And when you come to do the star, the underneath leg could stay bent. So setting up, pressing the floor away, lifting your underneath ribs. On the exhale, lift the underneath hip, come to your side plank. Top foot on top of the bottom one. Into star, hips and shoulders stacked. 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Leaving energy in the tank to come down gracefully. Lying on your back, bring your feet on top of the roller with your feet a hips distance apart. Lengthen your arms down by your sides. Long neck, collarbones wide. Take a breath into the sides and back of your ribs. When you exhale, draw the pelvic floor in and up. Keep drawing it right in, up underneath the ribs, closing the ribs. And then use the lower abdominals as you roll your pelvis back. Wrap and squeeze the glutes to lift the hips. Peeling away the spine to come into a bridge. Shoulder blades grounded. Take a breath in to take the arms back. On the exhale, engage the core. Roll down from the top of the spine, one bone at a time, lengthening through your little fingers and crown. Release at the bottom. Return the arms. Breath in. Exhale, engage the core. Roll the pelvis back. Peel up. Lifting the hips, feel that wrap and squeeze of the glutes into the back of the legs to help open the front of the hips. Inhale, lengthen the arms back, and exhale, roll down between the shoulder blades, then through the middle of the back of the waist, pelvis, sacrum, tailbone, and float the arms down. So inhale, exhale again. Roll the pelvis back, peel into your bridge hold. Leave the arms down. Bring your right knee in and extend it up. Breath in, exhale, lengthen lower, flex, inhale up. Exhale, lengthen lower, inhale up. Point down, flex up. 4, last 4, and 3, 2, keep the leg lengthening, and last 1. Pause at the top. Replace the foot and switch. Breath in, exhale, lengthen lower, inhale to come up. Lengthen lower, inhale to come up. 3, 4, last 4, imagine the foot a little bit like a paintbrush. 3, hips level. 2, last 1. Hold at the top, bring the foot down, and then again, arms come back, and exhale, roll all the way down. Bring the knees into the chest. Circle the knees 3 times each way. And then bring yourself so that you have your roller underneath your shins, kneeling in front, and come onto your elbows. So interlace the fingers, lift out of the shoulders, and then come to a plank so that you have the shins over the top of the roller and you make a line from your crown to your toes. So prepare with the breath in. On the exhale, draw the knees in, curl in, and then inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, curl in, inhale, lengthen out. 3, come into a ball. 4, lengthen out long. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Hold for 10, and 9, 8, and 7, 6, and 5, 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Knees down, bring yourself off the roller into child pose to stretch out, and then you can bring the roller in front. Lay on your tummy for swan. Feet are hips distance apart. Forearms over the top. So have the roller fairly close to the crease of the elbow with the palms down. Place your head on the inside of your arms and take a breath in to move the roller forwards, drawing your shoulders up to your ears, and then exhale, use the roller to slide the shoulder blades down. Keep your elbows straight. Inhale to draw up and exhale to slide down. So you just want to slide and glide your shoulder blades over the back of your rib cage without the head or chest moving. One more. Inhale, draw the shoulders right up to your ears, and it'll give you more capacity to slide them back and down. This time, slide them back and down and hold. Lift up your gaze and sternum towards the wall in front, and then inhale to release down. Exhale, the shoulder blades come down. Think of them coming into a V to help lift up your chest into swan as you move yourself into your extension. Breathe into lower, moving in a range that feels right for you without any strain or pain, and without feeling that you are compressing into your lower back. Keep a lengthening through the front of the body, a press through the front of the hips to help that hip extension. Last one. Release now at the bottom. Pause here. And we'll move to swimming. So take a breath in, and on the exhale, draw the pelvic floor in and up, right up underneath ribs, drawing the tummy away, wrap and squeeze the glutes. You can use the roller again to lift up the chest and gaze and bring the shoulder blades down, but now float, all arms and legs off the floor. Gaze is ahead. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep the legs lengthening, shoulder blades in the V. And 2 more. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rest, child pose. Thank you for joining me today for our foam roller.